Welcome to CathyDslayt's website for the SRC4U Zoom call. To access the SRC4U Zoom call for January 18th, 2021, where you see this banner, you'll see these words where we're going to click here, and you're going to need to remember this password. We're going to allow. And then enter the passcode for the meeting, and we're going to join. We're waiting for the host to start the meeting, and she'll be with us momentarily. He has opened up the Zoom call, and we will join without video.
Well, trivia for the day that, according to what I've studied, Africa, the people from Africa have the very strongest DNA.
Yeah.
That might be why there has been such an effort to torment them. Like, for example, all the Planned Parenthood clinics, the high proportion are in areas where people of color live. And the abortion rate, it's staggering for people of color. So just something to think about in honor of Martin Luther King. And if y'all ever get a chance, look in YouTube on reverse speech. Now, I don't know if they've taken so much down. We have probably many levels of consciousness. And I can't think of the guy's name off the top of my head. I'm sure I'll think of it as soon as we're off the call. But he discovered years ago that you could record someone's speech and play it backwards, and you would hear a whole new conversation, and basically it would be what they really meant. And if you want your hair to stand straight up, listen to some of these people on reverse speech, people, public figures that can be recorded and played backwards. But when you listen to Martin Luther King, it is just as beautiful backwards as it is forward. Just tidbit for the day. Here we are from the She Motion. These were our messages, and only one of them had a code. But we wanted, I think I told you the earlier ones, but I am directed. I find the good in others. I am all that I can be. I am serene. I am increasing in the knowledge of God. I'm encouraging. My affirmations allow me to tap into the power of my subconscious mind. I exemplify humbleness. I always rise to a challenge. Oh, here's another code. It is what it is. Forgive and move forward. And then Deborah Jones sent in a Raymond Grace video. Did any of you see that?
No.
I watched it.
Yeah, Raymond Grace.
Problem package.
Yeah, and so of course, I had to see if there were any codes, and there were. So then I made a cocktail, and that's all back in the Visionary Spa Academy. So it's just a cocktail. I call it Raymond Grace Problem Package, and I put it in the beginning scan, but you'll see it back there. I like this one down here very much. I give thanks for the ability to work with mind to clear the stress of these times. We can use that. But meanwhile, I went ahead and started early today our beginning clearing, because this is also the day we're going to do that giant list to see what our focus is. Then these first three, and let's just quickly go down the lowest ones. Where are we? And I want to show you a little something too. You see, we have 10 panels, and you could start in the morning by pulling all of them up. I did that today. I pulled up Planet Earth twice, actually, by mistake. Me, and then your family, your business, your home, your city, your country. If you have any friends that are going through a particular stress, you could add them. And then here we are. So in other words, I'm sure you do, but don't forget, if you don't, to use all 10 panels. And then let's just look at what we're requesting. Now, I wonder if you've noticed that over the time, it's been about 3 weeks now, this beginning part has been added, and we are taking less, and we have less and less zeros. It's not the machine healing, it's you, yourself, healing. As long as you get the energy to get into coherence. And I've just been, instead of running all those numbers, it dawned on me I could just check. So far this morning, we have not needed any Pro Tools for these. dimensional disturbances. These are just all things that we want to balance out.
Are those the Grabber-Boy?
Yes.
Called the one that's called Glorious Grabber-Boy, or is just the one
No,
that
this is in there in the virtual spa thing. It is in there under clearing, beginning clearing.
Oh, okay.
So it's separate from the Grab-A-Boy. The Grab-A-Boy is what we're going to go do next.
Cathy, do you have anything on chemtrails?
A little bit. There are some good cocktails in your software.
Are there? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more and more chemtrails, and more people who have not been around anybody are all of a sudden getting COVID.
Oh yes, yeah. I would not be
honest. You know?
Yeah, I would not be doubtful of that.
Yep.
So, but if we continue to raise our voltage, in fact, one lady I talk with, she says COVID is all related. Okay, here's our first Pro Tools, by the way, all related to the consciousness. If we can keep our voltage up, and of course nothing would bring voltage down like all those heavy metals in the chemtrails. So for now, just for sake of time, let's just go in here. We see we've got some stress related to dimensional disturbances, and we actually want some Pro Tools. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Feeling self-love and self-worth is my constant inner state. I had an experience it's been 4 or 5 years ago now. I woke up on a Monday a little bit sick. By Wednesday, I was throwing up, and I scanned the field, and I had arsenic in my field. And I thought, well, that's pretty weird, but I looked up symptoms of arsenic poisoning, and that was what I had. Then later, I talked with Dr. Kersey, and he said, yeah, that's chemtrails. So whether or not it is, I don't know, but I sure had a sick few days.
Dr. Greger
Look at
said
that.
there's a lot of arsenic in rice, too.
They say, yeah, look at this. We're asking, look at that 97. I'm just going to make myself a note, because we won't have time to do all this today. That one in the Pro Tools, but this feeling self-love and self-worth is my constant inner state. So I'll do that later. Let's look while we're at it, though, at the Pro Tools here. Okay, so we're wanting the timeline, the sustenance, as you can see in the light balance. Let's go in here. Let's just put dimensional. Okay, and that's usually, in my own opinion, it's going up to 90, which means that's significant. Maybe we're getting ready to go to the fifth dimension. So, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Now let's go here. I don't know, we wanted the dispenser, as I recall. Let me just double check.
The sustenance balance.
Oh, the sustenance. Thank you. And I like this one anyway, because you can get from this little bar graph some ideas of where your stress is, and you can add cocktails. So we've got joints. Let's see. Let's just start, and later I've been sending Joanna scans when I make these lists of the cocktails. Veins. Pituitary. Now, we've got a lot more stress today than we did Friday, as far as subtle energy.
Closer to the 20th.
I'm telling you. That's right. That is right. Yeah, I woke up at 5:30 today and ended up just getting up.
Yeah.
And to do but get up, do a little work. Don't have anything in there for ears, it doesn't look like. Oh, there we go. And liver, I think we need it. I think I actually have a liver scan. Let's see. Yeah. Because some of these, there's so many, you don't have any idea, at least I don't, what to do. A quick scan gives an idea. Liver support, 510, you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on. I don't think I can get up to the healing numbers thing as far as the, I'm going to try this. Hope I don't lose everybody. You guys still there?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if I can get up to the healing numbers or not. I'm going to try. Well, let's see what we got. Seems to be covered. Okay. Well,
It just came up there.
what?
Healing numbers did.
Yeah, I just found it. I came from the bottom, so I didn't lose everybody.
You're fast.
I'm looking for an image here. There's our image, dimensional disturbances. We're recreating. Copy the image. And for now, let's just enhance with that, and then later I'll come back and do it in more detail. But you get the idea. This one also. And then the light panel we want to do. And some of these we want to do multiple times. A lot of times when it just asks for a few seconds, it's a real strong issue and it's calibrating. Let's see if that's the case this time. $11. So that very often is the case. Let's go ahead and clear this. Wait, I'll read you the rest for now, and then we'll go ahead and I'll do the rest later. Possession, correction, invisible to agents of darkness, remove evil eye. I quickly absorb the energy needed for my highest good, destroy all virus. Smash command, that's about the power of our words. Fulfill deepest personal capabilities in life, remove curse, remove negative forces, banish all demons. Create the world you want to contemplate and experience. And I do have in here, and we did record it over or request it over the weekend, this new cocktail by Raymond Grace. And look in your cocktails. This one you can just copy and load yourself, but you'll see there's also a real good one in there, which is removing negatives and converting to positive.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great. His work is amazing. Have any of you been to his workshops?
I've just watched him on YouTube.
Yeah, I need to.
I've been twice, but it's been a long time ago.
Yeah, I went once, and then I took his webinar one time online, and they are fabulous if you take it online. If you have any problems with your computer or anything, they've got the tech help right there, and it really was worth it. But I've got to do it myself. Just take our pendulum and we can follow along. And then plus we can do it with our SRC. And Raymond Grace and Grandmaster worked together to put our dowsing platform together. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, now you do. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I knew that.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I first got interested in Grandmaster David.
Wow. Okay. How did you hear about it? Did Raymond Grace talk about it?
No, but after I went to his seminar, then I did some searches online,
Oh, okay.
and they actually do have some things that they did together, like to
Yes.
introduce it, and so I followed the trail.
That's right. I mean, if you watch him, he's not doing yeses and nos. He's clearing and amping up, and it is powerful. It is absolutely. Just think, even if what he's talking about on that one, back in the virtual spa area, if we just did that each day, think of the power on the planet.
Oh, right. Not to change the subject, but did anybody have any luck with their lottery tickets on Saturday night?
I had 3 numbers, but I didn't play the extra $1, so I didn't win anything.
I only had 1 number, but we still have tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I guess it is tomorrow night.
Yeah, and plus we're raising our vibration because somewhere in our mind we're thinking we might be multimillionaires.
Absolutely.
So it can't be bad.
Exactly.
So here's what we're asking for our and I'll have to, as you know, do further work today to see our focus for the week, but we're wanting to do a little something with generational vibration, our brain, and that if we're really wanting to go into elevated states of consciousness, which is what this work is all about, we may have to work with the brain a little bit. Headache free, I am protected. A lot of people are not feeling safe, and that's showing up all the time in these scans. This is an interesting one that we've asked for. Inner divine fire is released through my DNA. A leaky gut for a lot of people is a problem. We've got so many distractions. Here's from the Bible: you are a strong tower from the enemy. We've got these food allergies again. Remember, that was a focus several weeks ago. Powerful healing in body, mind, and spirit. Now this, I put this in over the weekend. Those of loving hearts now accept the reality of child sacrifice. There are so many things going on that if you research, you don't want to focus on it, but you have to be aware. And there are so many things going on that some people, their hearts are just too pure to believe it. And we can't solve the problem if we don't realize it's going on. And so let's just see where we resonate with this at this point. Not bad for this energy group. I think you have a group of people aware, more so than the average. I like this. Look at this. Incremental steps towards the fountain of youth. I'll take it.
Yay.
That would work for me.
I'm telling you, Sharon, how's your product doing?
Good. Really good. It's, the 23rd will be 4 weeks that I will have been on it. So, but I can definitely tell a difference.
I love it.
Yeah. More energy, and I notice a difference. Actually, I have some varicose veins in my legs. That my legs are better because the microcirculation is going to clean out all of your veins and everything. Anyway, so I do notice a difference. I'm very happy with it.
Love it.
Yep.
So I'll continue with this and let y'all know tomorrow our focus. Meanwhile, our field can handle all of this. It looks like it's a lot, but it really isn't. Let's look at the this is in reference to self-love and self-worth. Okay, we're going to have to pull out the issue solver on that one, and I'll pull in these other things as applied. Look at all that we're asking. So I think you may have noticed, let me just get this up. If you are not familiar, which I am not, with QiGong, the moves, the different exercises, we do have a scan. It's back in the VSA of all the moves, so that if you're wanting to scan, when you require or request QiGong, if you have the Pro Tools, you can just go in and quickly do a scan. And I had been neglecting that lately, so I've gotten started back doing that. And are you aware in the P4 that you have a section with all of the QiGong exercises you could follow?
No.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
By the way, the manual is finished. It is being edited one last time, at which point it's going straight to Joanna, and I'm not messing with it anymore. It's done. One of the frustrations is the screencast kept disappearing, so I put a note in there. If they disappear, just keep pop in on a Zoom call once in a while. Okay, so we want the clover. Anybody know what that means?
No. Nope.
No, it's not it. Here we go. See if we already have loaded that one up. Nope. Whoa, look at that, 24 hours.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Gonna be tired.
I'm telling you. That, and for QiGong, usually that is so subtle. So for 24 hours, that tells us something right there. This is an interesting thing too. We can pull the mediator in. You're familiar with that. And let's try something different with the aura scanner. Let's go in and, where'd we go? I'm just playing with this. It's just a little experiment. And let's just put object here. It's kind of an issue more than an object. Just see what happens. Dispenser. Let's just do intuitive. Let's see if that cocktail is in here. It isn't, so we know though, we just put it in the QiGong. There we go, QiGong panel. There it is. Thank goodness. We're taking 21 hours of the dispenser, and I just want to quickly look at the flower essences because they can give a great hint as to what the underlying emotions. Apathy, emotional repression. We are integrating some lessons from the past. And we're asking for a remedy for procrastination. I think that's me. Resistance to change, resistance to new ideas. We're going into our right brain, which is a positive. A lot of this is very positive. Restores ability to see the positive in one's life and environment. lack of interest in present circumstances. Like, wonder how many of us care about voting anymore. Do we trust it? We're recognizing grace. And again, lack of interest in personal circumstances, mind, body, spirit, exhaustion, mental, brain, fatigue. So we're wanting to revitalize. And the mediator, let's just finish up with that. We see, oh, we do have the emotions panel. I could have gone in there. Let's just do this one thing. Okay, so hopefully going into our true self, our energy is low. I've been seeing that a lot, little stress related to pathogens. I'm going to put something in here that the Chinese say is the true cause of all disease, which is self-hate. So we see a major possession in organs, 14 hours. And then real quick, let's look at the mediator. We just run this down from 10 to 1. And then let's just see where we are so far. And then this will get adjusted as these other things are added. And I'll fill you in tomorrow on what the final outcome was. But for right now, we just want to wonder click. And our focus is meridians and points, which is interesting since we haven't asked for that. But okay, look at that. So a little bit of a spiritual stress today, which might be why we're asking so much. And we probably have that figured out as to why. All right, so you see right here, feeling self-worth and self-love is my constant inner state. We don't resonate with it at this point. Taking 11 minutes, and I'll come back and look at that, and we'll go down the numbers. Let's see what we've got here. Later, we'll be doing the issue solver. So anything to add?
No, it looks good. Thank you.
Yep, can't think of anything. Thank you.
Okay, well, check out that Raymond Grace little video, too, which if you haven't seen it, it's wonderful. And I will talk to you tomorrow.
All righty, have a great one.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This concludes January 18th, 2021 Zoom call on the SRC4U software. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again. Take care and be well.